Hello and welcome to another Reckeen Report, a series of films in which we look at the features and benefits of the Reckeen Virtual Studio 3DSPro. And today we're going to talk about lighting, which is why, as you've probably already spotted, I'm not very well lit. So what we're going to talk about is how in a virtual studio you address lighting. Because actually in the moment in the real world, I'm standing in a 6 meter by 6 meter studio with constant lighting around me. None of the real lighting on me is going to change at all throughout this film. So in reality at the moment, I'm well lit and I'm standing in front of a green pop-up screen. But in the virtual set, I haven't yet been lit properly. And what we're going to do is look at those functions, look at how it works, and demonstrate how you light people and how you light objects. So Chris is operating in the gallery. There are no lighting operators in here. No one's going to move any lights. No faders are going to be moved. Everything will happen virtually. So let's start perhaps, Chris. Could you light the talent for me, and then we'll start to play with some of the studio lighting functions. So you can see there the intensity of lighting on me is increasing. As I've already said, none of the real lighting around me has changed at all. This is all virtual lighting. So what we'll do now is move out of the normal output. So this at the moment is the output that you'd be broadcasting or recording, but we'll move now into the operator screen. And this is the screen which Chris can see in the gallery. So I'm still here in the studio, but Chris now has the ability to turn on lights and to light both me and the environment around me. So the cones that you can see are the lights, and rather as though we had operators in here on ladders who were moving lights, or operators who were using the faders, or moving the barn doors, or changing the aperture or the focus of the lights, we can effectively replicate those functions in the virtual studio. We can even change the colors. So I'm a favor, certainly my skin tone favors a bit of steel blue, and you'll find lots of presenters have views about what looks better for them, and certainly directors and producers do. And once you're in this screen, once you're in the setup screen, in the editor in Reckeen, you can light the studio in just the same way that you do if you were preparing a broadcast with the crew in a normal television studio. So you can see now Chris is looking at that. We're getting reflections from the ceiling. We're getting the effect of the lights from the rest of the studio. We've got a full, comprehensive and complex ability to light the set, to get the shade, to get the shadows where we want, and to make sure that our talent is properly lit and visible. So if we move back out now into the real studio, the output that our viewers would be seeing, you'll be able to see now that I am lit, and from here we've now got an output which we would be much more comfortable sending out to our viewers. So within Reckeen, within the virtual studio software, you have the ability to light your talent and to light your studio, and there's a great deal of flexibility in those functions. So that was an example of how you use the lighting functions within the Reckeen Virtual Studio 3DSPro. I hope you found that a helpful Reckeen report, and if you want to know more about how to use it or what the system could do for you, you just need to get in touch. Thanks very much for watching.